top 100 Azon generator. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through this very simply. So the first thing you do when you open the software is you go up right here. If you'll see that right there on that screen, it says Amazon sites. So you're going to click that, and then you're going to go pick Amazon.com. You also can look at the UK, but we're not going to look at that right now. That'd be international shipping. So then it also gives you an ability to find several different data sources. There's bestsellers, hot new releases, movers and shakers, top rated, the most wished for, and the most gifted. Now, you can look all those, and there's great ideas in there, and you can still run the same statistics, but I'm going to drive right into the meat of this thing. We're going to find the best sellers in each category. Now, hot sellers may come, but we don't know how to evaluate those as well because we can't see long-term sales track records because they're just brand new. Then we're going to go over here to select a subcategory and a category. So your categories are your main categories that go down the side, and you can see, you know, appliances, automotive, baby, beauty, cell phones. Now, I have kind of decided that doing it that way takes you a little bit longer and it's not quite as effective. So I go to the manual setup, and the manual setup is going to allow us to go inside of Azon and actually look at the product and select it. So we press this, and now we're going to go over here to the categories, and that's going to open up another window at which you can see these products, and we can actually pick subcategories from those products. So right here, on the screen to the right top, it says categories. We're going to click that. And then this other screen is going to open. So let's make that big so we all can see it. Now, here you go. This is the Amazon bestsellers. So I think it says this is in toys and games. It shows you several of the Amazon areas you can go. Now, I wouldn't suggest to go down to the box and get the top 100 of all of Amazon. What we're going to do is we're going to go into areas and places on Amazon that we can pick a product that we know is viable out of the gate. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the left side of the screen, and I'm going to show you how to actually go through this, and we're going to go through this product. So I'm going to start out, and we're going to start, let's start in pets. Pet supplies. I like pet supplies. Sounds good. So we're going to go in pet supplies, and what we're going to do today is we're only going to pull up 5 pages, which will be about 500 products. You'll see in the process there's one part that takes several minutes, and while we're doing that, we'll look at some other things. So what we want to do is we want to go in and pick 5 different categories. So I'm going to pick maybe a couple in pet supplies. I'm going to pick some other categories so you kind of see a broad range. So let's go into, everybody likes dogs. I like puppy dogs, so I got a beautiful dog named Diesel. So we're going to go in and see what we can do. Let's see what else we got in here. Grooming, chemicals, treats, apparel and accessories maybe. All right, so here's some apparel and accessories you could do. Now see these things right here? I know that these female long hairs, these guys have actually found a great product, but there's a lot of them out there. So, and I know that I've looked at some before. There's backpacks, which people have just sold 1 million of them. So we're going to kick back and maybe go look at some other areas there. Health supplies. Well, first problem with this is we're going to notice these are all chemicals and things like that, and I'll explain later why we don't want to do it. So that's a good thing to look at. You're not going to want to put any supplements or things like that on your first product because there's several hoops that you have to run through. So let's look at feeding and watering supplies. All right, so there's some things. This is the top 100. Let's go down and we can dive deep, deep. And that's the thing. You know, you have to go down 3 or 4 levels sometimes to find a great product. Now, we're not looking for products that are going to sell $20,000 a month or $10,000 a month. What we're looking for is products that can sell $2,000, $3,000 a month, and you're going to make $900, $1,000. And then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the process again so that you can go out, find a product, and your products are varied across several different markets. So you're not stuck with just one product, and if something happens in that market or someone comes in and starts selling a product half of the price you are to try to knock you off. So what this will do is allow you to have 4 or 5 products that are all selling. You might be making $700 a month on one, and $500 and $300 and $1,000. Well, all of a sudden, I want you to think about this. If you were able to pay your car note, your electricity bill, your water bill, this month, in addition to keep working, this would be a heck of a side business. And that's game-changing money. You're not going to get out of the gate and start selling 10,000. If you think this is a get-rich scheme, this is not. This is going to take some work. But if you have the right tools, my grandfather used to tell me, you can give a dummy a set of tools, and if he knows how to use them, he looks like a genius. So what we're looking for is products that are way down there. There's just not a lot of competition. If you go put yourself in barbecue gloves, which is something that got very hot because people did product reviews like I'm doing, and then everybody went and bought those. Now, once we do this thing, there's going to be some people that are going to get right in behind you, and they're going to look at these products and say, hey, look, this is a great product. So I don't know if you want to get into these products that we find today, but if you do, they may be viable for you. You're going to have to do a little bit more work after you do it. So food storage, fountains, lids bowls, travel bowls, water bottles. Let's look at travel bowls in the pet area and see what's going on here. So we're not going to actually look at these products right now. We're just going to add them, and we're going to press the word add in the bottom right. And what we're trying to do is add about 500 products, okay? So let's add there. Now, it added that product, so we can go back out, and we can go and find, how about we go back to dogs, and let's go to cats. We like cats. How about let's go to toys. That's kind of an easy thing to get. Let's look at toys. Let's add, because you never know what we can find in toys. So there's 2 of them. Now let's get back out of here and let's pick another category. Let's look, how about look at cell phone accessories or camera. Let's go cell phone, because there's a lot of products. Now, we want to get into digital things, but we're going to go look, and typically we don't want to have, you don't want to sell products like cell phones. We want to find things that people can use maybe with cell phones. So let's look at portable speakers, corded chargers, car accessories. Let's look at car accessories, okay? So we're going to add those in there. We added 3. So let's go back and see what else. Let's go to kitchen. I like kitchen. Kitchen has a lot of products you can look at. So let's go down to home and kitchen. There we go. So there's the top 100 in home and kitchen. I'm going to want to get into kitchen and dining at least before I get too much in, because those are very competitive. So I'm like, you know what? We see people all the time with kitchen utensils and things like that. So let's add, that's like 400. And let's go back and add 1 more. Let's go, let's look at those barbecue gloves. That might be a good thing to do. So then we can kind of compare what goes on with that barbecue gloves, and you'll see how those would be maybe too competitive. Let's go back and pick 1 more and give us 600. Let's go into kitchen accessories. So you can see we've dove way down deep into these categories, 2 and 3 subcategories. There's not probably going to be huge amounts of competition, so that we can break into these product areas and get our share of the money. If you think that a product category is doing $25,000 a month or $50,000 a month, and it's not doing $200,000 a month in sales in that product category, then there's a much larger opportunity for you to get in there and get part of that money. So if you're going to get a product that sells $25,000, maybe you can go get $600, $800, $2,000 in sales in that product and actually make money at a smaller level, get yourself 5 products that all do that, and all of a sudden you're replacing the income that you go to work every day for. And once you've done that, you've done the process several times, and now you can go out and find a new job, which your new job will be working on your Amazon business. Now watch what happens. Once you're able to get to a point in your life where you're paying your bills and you're able to replace your regular income, now you don't have to quit your job, but it would be a great option to say, okay guys, I'm going to spend my time the way I want. I'm going to go on vacation when I want. I'm going to spend time with my kids. I'm going to go to baseball games. I'm going to go to soccer games. So that's the opportunity that exists here. So what we want to do is build 5 of them. Imagine once you get 5, then what you're going to do is you're going to expand that to 10. So now you have 10 products. If there's a problem in one category, you're not going to lose your business. You're not going to lose a large amount of money because you're only losing one category. Now the big thing is you don't want to mess with the terms of service that Amazon has, because that's a way in which you can get kicked off on Amazon. So there's a big, large document, has all kinds of rules in it, just like anything. You're going to want to spend some time reading that the best you can. You may want to look online and see what you can. So I think I don't know if we added this, but let's add it in there, okay? Because it won't repeat it. But then you'll see, so we've looked at these pages. We picked like 600 700 products it'll be about, and we're going to press done down here at the bottom right. All right, now if you look right here at the top, you can see I actually clicked 6 instead of 5, which is fine. So we're going to end up with about 500 products that we can look at. So if you'll see here, it says categories, and that's where they're all at. And you can see them all. There's dog toys. You can see it's kind of small. So, but anyway, that's a great thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go out and find these products. And we're actually, Azon's going to go into Amazon and just search and dig for us. And watch how quick they'll pull these products up. So if you go to the kind of middle of the page, there's a green button right there. So what I want you to do is click that green button, and here it goes. So if you'll see, the pages are at the bottom. It's processing all these pages. So it's going to go down there and find as many items as it possibly can out of these 600 products that are out there. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go talk to you about the opportunity you have with Amazon and products that we should eliminate first before we go any further.